gave up solo shots, and our word is, solo shots don't hurt you. So, he's doing a phenomenal job for us. I think the one pitch he'd take back, the lefty hit the home run, he hung that change. But the other pitch the kid hit out was a decent pitch, and the guy was kind of sitting on it, I think, and just caught it. And they had some good hitters on our team. The middle of their lineup can hit.
It's have to be physical.
Yeah, and they don't get cheated.
Right. You talked about your offense kind of starting to get it going now. Do you feel like you're close to turning the corner in that department?
You know what? Yeah, I think we have. We've shown, like you've said, we've shown bright signs of it. And I think getting off to a slow start, and some of our older guys getting off to a slow start, and it just kind of snowballed into trying too hard. And I can tell you what, though, with all the negativity that goes around with hitting and not doing a good job, they've plugged away. I mean, guys are coming in early and hitting, guys are staying late and hitting, and they're getting after it. So on that side of it, I'm hoping that their work paid off. But the reality of it is that they executed offensively today. They moved runners well, they bunted well, and for us to have success, that's what we're going to have to do. I think they did a great job of that today. Anytime you score 9 runs on 11 hits, that's execution.
Colton Plaia had a couple of big hits for you today.
Yeah.
He's like a pretty nice player in the middle of your lineup.
Yeah, Colton's a good. He's a good catcher, really good catch and throw guy. And he's one of the guys that struggled early offensively and really has been putting in the time, to get that swing right, shorten it up. It was a long swing early, and hopefully it's getting to that point. Moved him up in the batting order. He's been a bright spot in our hitting, and it seems to me that he rises to the occasion. 2-out knocks and things like that. He really competes up there well.
And we were talking about Mahoney before too. What makes him such a good hitter for you guys?
Well, he's always hit. I mean, he hit in high school. His freshman year at Nevada, I think he hit over 300 as a freshman, and then he went to junior college and hit there. He hit in the summer. So I don't think there's any magic to anything we're teaching him. I think that he's just, he's confident when he's in the batter's box. And he's got a lot of weapons. He can bunt. He can hit the ball the other way. He can pull it. He's a pretty sound hitter.
Speaking of hitting the other way too, with that Lowenstein, is that kind of his approach, that middle away approach? He seemed like he did a lot today.
He has a middle approach, and if they're working him away, he'll let it get deep like that. And that's why you'll see the at-bats that he takes, because he can just foul off balls, and wait for a mistake. He's one of the best two-strike hitters I've ever seen. I mean, he's so patient for his pitch, almost sometimes a little bit frustrating, where you see pitches go by, and you're like, why didn't you swing at him? And he's 1-2, and next thing you know, it's 3-2. And he's fouling off balls until the pitcher makes a mistake. He can really wait out a pitcher. He does a good job of that. He made an adjustment offensively about 2 weeks ago, and it's starting to pay off.
What was the adjustment?
Just something in his stance, in his timing. He was starting with the bat on his shoulder, and he was having a hard time getting it going, and we took the bat off his shoulder and got him into a better hit position. And, he seemed to be able to attack the middle of the field a little bit better and use the whole field.
And for him, also just being able to take pitches, and I know in February he only had 2 walks. He said today was his 15th in March. At the top of the lineup, how important is that for him to?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he's been that guy for us for 2 years prior to this one, where he just takes quality at bats. He's got an unbelievable eye for the strike zone, and so I think that adjustments helped him to where he didn't have to start his swing so early, and he can let the ball travel a little bit more. And then his ability to see pitches the way he sees them, that's just a gift.
And then for Colin, how impressed have you been with his command? I mean, he's had 3 walks the entire season.
It's pretty remarkable, and I think what you saw with them today is they're looking at stats, and they were swinging at a lot of first pitches, knowing that it's not going to be a drive this guy's pitch count up day, and they had some success early in the count striking the ball well. But what he does a good job of is when guys get into scoring position, he seems to keep his poise and really make real quality pitches at that point. And he doesn't ever seem to get rattled. Even the inning they made that little run where they doubled and then tripled, and he just kind of said, all right, here we go. And then he stops the bleeding really well. Unbelievably mature for a freshman in terms of that.
Just making adjustments on the fly that way?
Yeah, his command's good. It was good in high school. I mean, he's got really good fastball command, really good changeup command, and I think his breaking ball's coming along. So.
Does he throw a slider too, or is it more adding and subtracting from the
You know what? This is the first game he's thrown a slider.
I saw a couple.
It's the first time he threw a couple of them today, and we're going to try to add that to his repertoire. He's seriously one of the best athletes I've ever had on a mound, feeling his spot. And usually those guys that are athletic can really locate the baseball. So asking him in the middle of the season to learn a slider, it's not too much of a risk. It's a risk calling him early because he doesn't have the feel for it quite yet. So he'll catch some and not catch some, but when we have a lead, we can start in game situations, start playing with that a little bit. He did a good job with that.